Hello, my name is Manfred Hotwagner. I'm working for the European Center for Renewable Energy in Güssing in Austria. We are located at the very southeast of Austria, and we are a local energy agency which is owned by 19 municipalities. So we are providing our services for the municipalities and for the citizens in this region. So why is it important to discuss energy planning and energy transition? Well, we have the targets of the European Union, which are quite ambitious. A reduction of 55% of carbon emissions until 2030. We have an increase of efficiency to almost 1/3, and a target share of renewable energy of almost the same amount. So this is a challenge for whole of Europe, and especially for the regions who have to carry out this process. And we have a heavy challenge, which is touching not only nations, not only the Union, but also the regions, which is the complete change of the energy system. We are entering new territory. In this case, we have to face a transformation of the total energy system and a deep electrification as a result of the process of, in the end, energy use. So the two core aspects, which are also strategic for our region, are the shift and the change. So shift means abandoning fossil fuels combustion, which is still responsible for 2/3 of the consumption in the Union, and shifting from fossil to renewable. And the other component is change. Change means creating new structures, cross-sectoral structures in energy supply and sector coupling, which is quite also a technical challenge. Nevertheless, also these new points of view have to find their way in the planning process. So as we started off with our efforts decades ago with the top-down planning, providing framework subsidies and so on, we are now in the situations that we have to carry out a multi-level governance planning. We have a lot of actors which are distributed in this energy-related ecosystem, from the overarching authority to the public energy agencies, down to bottom-up initiatives. And these are also foreseen, these actors as the core components in the transition planning, because we will see within 1 or 2 decades a complete altered energy system, which is distributed and decentralized, and thus a multi-actor system, which for example, is already outlined and based by the now emerging energy communities, which are a complete bottom-up initiative if it's put into reality. So that's how we are tackling the challenges in Prospect 2030. We have different levels of actors, and thus also different levels of action plans. We have on one point the top-down action plans carried out by regional authorities, providing framework, providing and managing the funding, and on the other side we have also action plans, but these are bottom-up. These are the action plans focusing on using all the material provided in order to carry out the energy transition. So we have the 3 components: authorities, which is regional authorities or even national authorities. We have the level of subsidiarity, which means all that can be done on a lower level should be executed also on a lower level. The actors on this level are energy agencies, public energy agencies, and at the very bottom, at the very base of the development, we have the focus on autonomy. Autonomy always means also acceptance, means commitment and engagement in the population, and energy communities based on the as now in development are a good example for this autonomy factor. So to sum it up, we are facing big challenge, and nevertheless we are very confident to have found a way in Prospect 2030 to carry out tasks and to face the challenges and finding a good and prosperous way to the future.